Hello, Leo, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy, and I am so happy that you are here with me this week. This is your weekly reading for August 18th to the 24th, so a few days left of birthday celebrations for you, Leo. So any of you celebrating birthdays this week, happy birthday. Now, I'm going to get into your reading, but I first want to welcome those of you that are new to my channel. I want to thank you very much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed today's reading. And those of you that are returning, I want to thank you very much for all of your support, for the likes, shares, for subscribing to my channel. I can't thank you enough. Leaving comments, positive, beautiful energy. I love to share that with you, so thank you so much again. All right, Leo, we're going to start with your angel number, and we will reveal it at the end of the reading. Now, when I was pre-shuffling, you got 5555. That did come through. And that was quite interesting. So we'll see if that number comes through again. Fives are about changes, so there could be some things that are changing in your environment. We'll see how that takes a spin here with you. Let's get right into these incoming energies. We do have a very powerful new moon on the 23rd in the sign Virgo. Great time to set those intentions. So let's see if you can really begin to manifest the things that you want in your life. All right, Spirit Angels guides for the beautiful sign Leo. Let's see what's happening here for Leo as we move through the week. Spirit Angels guides, got one message there. You did also get the Six of Wands in the pre-shuffle, which is victory. Victory over something that was stressful. You were feeling stressed over something, whether it was a job, an interview, a relationship, personal aspirations or ambitions and goals that you've been setting for yourself, feeling a little bit anxious. But you got the Six of Wands, which was all about victory. So I do feel like you're overcoming something. So I think you're turning a new leaf. There are some changes that are happening and adjustments that are for your betterment. Let's see what we've got here. Look at this, beautiful. Nice way to start. You are my last fire sign for the week, and Aries and Sagittarius had beautiful energies, and you are also starting with wonderful energies here. So recognition and reward number 3, again, this is really being recognized for your hard work and for your talents. You have skills that are unique, and sometimes I think we feel like we aren't sometimes being recognized for all that hard work, but this is the week where somebody is really actually, I feel like you're almost being given something. Maybe it's a raise, maybe you're leveling up in your career. Maybe it's something very simple, like it could be something simple as well, but whatever the case may be, inside your emotions are feeling really great about this accomplishment, because this is something that you are you are receiving. You need to be open to receive this, because this is something that is because of your hard work and your dedication. I wouldn't be shocked if we see hard work, dedication, and hard work doesn't necessarily mean money. It's the hard work that you put into your life, your choices, your decisions, your plans, your relationships, everything in life, into yourself. Give yourself a round of applause for really doing a lot of that soul searching and figuring out what you as a Leo truly want as well. And look at that, then you got number 6, victory and success. So, definitely this is part of your path this week, especially with it coming up in your pre-shuffle. So victory and success are certainly yours this week. And even though sometimes we don't always feel it, sometimes it comes in little baby steps, sometimes it comes in little things. We have to be open to receive again. We have to try and look at the blessings, how big or small those may be, because there's certainly, for some of you, these could be very big successes, and for others of you, it can be very tiny successes that lead up to that big success. But you're all in Leo, you're in a time of transition, and this is really things really warming and welcoming, warming up for you. And we can see that with your current energies, because the first card we get here is number 19, and that's the Sun. It's called light in this tarot deck, but the Sun card, of course, represents you, Leo. So the sun is shining on you. I know it's been a tough run for some of you, Leo. And of course, this reading is going to hit each of you differently. You're going to resonate with it differently. But no matter what your circumstances are in life, there is sunshine to be seen. There is light here for you. And this sun and positive energy is what is reflecting in your incoming energies with the recognition, reward, and the victory and success. Memories of love, number 6. Again, it's really thinking back. It's nostalgia. It's thinking back on those things that bring happiness. It's lighting a candle for maybe those that have passed on. Maybe there is a beautiful memory that you're sharing. And it is the sun. There's positive energy coming through something from the past. A lot of positivity. And it's something to do with your heart chakra. For some of you, it could be somebody from your past coming back into your life, bringing sunshine, bringing positive energy. This could be why you're feeling recognition and reward. Maybe for some of you, it's truly a blessing. There is a blessing of some sort that hits you from an emotional standpoint. The heart chakra is opening with love. Something from the past you're reviewing, you're seeing. It's something from the past that's coming into your current energies, and it's really shedding light onto something for you. So it could be an opportunity as well. It's not always love. Sometimes it's an opportunity that maybe you thought you missed out on, and now all of a sudden things are opening up for you. We're receiving the recognition and reward, and we are feeling a great sense of victory and success. Beautiful. All right, let's get right into your messages. We're going to start with the first 3 cards. We'll get 9 cards, but let's start with those first 3, and then we will clarify. So let's see. We've got reward and recognition and victory and success for the beautiful sign Leo. Look at the opportunities coming in for you. Absolutely beautiful. All right. We've got the Tree of Life. So the Tree of Life is a unique card because it's only in the Tarot of Dreams tarot deck. It's the connections, it's the connectivity, it's how everything in our life connects. Things from our past come back into our memories. Is opportunities from the past, people from the past, anything from the past that resurfaces itself. And we start to realize that, wow, everything in my life has a connection. Everything happening this week is connected in some way to bring you victory and success. We are releasing old energy here with that Ace of Wands because there's new energy coming in. There's a new opportunity, a new offer, a new job position, a new relationship, a new friendship. Something where passion is ignited, meaning you are full force ready for this opportunity. And it may be something you've been patiently waiting for, but it's all sort of aligning now. Now you're starting to see how this is all connecting. And then you've got the Four of Swords. There's certainly something you're healing from. There could have been something that made you anxious. I mean, you've been waiting on answers for, but this is the week where your rewards are coming in. And the Four of Swords is really, it is sort of that rest and renewal. It's a rejuvenation period. It's a meditation period where you can regain your inner resources stronger, taking care of your inner needs, your spiritual needs, your physical needs, your emotional needs. Mind, spirit, soul, body, everything in this card is showing healing. And in fact, it's also blessings as well. I see a lot of blessings for you this week. Right, Leo? Let's clarify. We're going to get the Tree of Life and an Ace of Wands. It's an opportunity. I almost feel like there's opportunity. It's a connection. It's finally understanding that this opportunity comes through some sort of a connection, maybe something connected to your past. That could be for some of you. Let's see what's happening here. Spirit, angels, guides, thank you. 8 of Wands coming in quickly. Messages. Positive movement forward is certainly part and parcel of your reading this week. There doesn't seem to be very many slowdowns. The 8 of Wands it's like I almost feel like it's almost like a boomerang. You've been sending out messages, you've been sending out all of this positive energy, and you've been patiently waiting for all of it to come back. Well, now you know what you wished for is finally coming true, and all of these wands are bouncing back, and they're actually coming in a positive way for you now. So watch out as your energy and your things in your life are starting to speed up. So we're seeing that there's a lot of fast-paced movement happening here in a positive way. The Ace of Wands and the Four of Swords. For some of you, I feel like there's a lot of healing in new opportunities as well. It's being able to release that old energy and heal from it so that you can accept the new opportunities that are coming in for you. We've got the Three of Pentacles, and that's very much reiterating that recognition and reward. So again, working in collaboration with people. This is your time to shine. If you've not really allowed your talent or your skills to shine through, this is definitely the week to put them on display. You've got a supportive energy around you that wants to help you succeed. There's a lot of, it's not just about recognition and reward with this Three of Pentacles. It's people seeing that you have an idea or that you have a plan, and they really feel like it can go somewhere. So they're going to do what they can do to help speed up the process as well. They're working with you. So this could be a project that you're working on where there's people working with you to help you deliver something. This can be you working in any type of partnership, community groups. I feel like you're taking the lead here though. So it's you taking the leadership role. It's your idea. It's your creative venture. It's just people supporting it. There's another message that was coming through here with this Three of, I will recirculate back to it if need be. But I really feel like there is something financially prosperous happening here for you. And I feel like all the positive movement that's coming in is just reinforcing it as well. All right, let's get the next row. So we're going to get the next 3 cards and we are going to clarify. For Leo, next 3 cards, please. Spirit, angels, guides. What would you like to share with Leo? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we've got the Tower. Major changes are happening in your life. Wow, you got the Wheel too. All fire signs got the Wheel. Do not be alarmed by the Tower in the middle of your reading. Things are shifting and changing because you have better insight. You have better clarification. Let's start with this 10, the Wheel. Fortunate events are coming in for you. It's like destiny. For some of you, destiny. Fated events. It's all about the tree of life, right? It's all about the connectivity. So I feel like some unexpected twists and turns could happen this week, but it's all to realign your foundation, something solid in your life. I think if you've been waiting on an opportunity that brings more stability in your life, there's a big shift or big change that's happening. And it's not something just on the surface. This is something that is wholeheartedly changing things in your life, and I believe it's for your betterment. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter. It's Sagittarius energy. This is very much a new adventure that you are ready to go on. And I think that a lot of you, especially those of you that have been feeling challenges and have been feeling like maybe in all the Leo readings seem to be always so positive, but you are sitting there going, well, but you know what, that doesn't fit with my energy. I'm finding a few obstacles. Things are changing. Things don't always change at the timing that we want. Sometimes it works in divine timing. And I feel like with the Wheel happening here, this is the cycles changing in your life. And for some of you, it might be small little changes that grow into big changes. I see a lot of growth here, but it's not necessarily all at once. The Tower, number 16, a new foundation is coming into play for you. And the more you embrace it, the easier the transition will be. Because there is going to be some unexpected shifts and turns, maybe things that you weren't expecting to happen. But it's all flowing in a very positive way. And I feel like with the Page of Swords here, it's really bringing clarity to a situation. So for a lot of people, not just Leo, for anybody, it's very hard to understand why shifts and changes and adjustments happen in our life. And sometimes it takes a little bit of clarity to finally sit back and go, okay, you know what, now I understand. Now I completely understand why those things happened. And that all has to do with the tree of life, because the connections in your life are all changing. And I think you're going to start to understand and realize that this is for your betterment. All right, Leo, it's now time to clarify. So the 10 of the Wheel and number 16, the Tower. Let's find out what those 2 cards mean for you right now, Leo. We got the 7 of Cups. Having to choose wisely. So there's choices and decisions that are going to be required on your part. And especially as you're going through shifts and changes, it can feel a little overwhelming. And that's the 7 of Cups. I think that things are starting to align for you, and it is overwhelming. And especially with this being beside the 8 of Wands, we've got a high impact of energy here with that Eight of Wands. So things are moving very quickly. How do you continuously go with the flow without getting confused and without being overwhelmed? So I think what the key to the Seven of Cups is to emotionally be able to prioritize things. So if that means having to write a list, or, even mentally, if they're not necessarily writing it down, even a checklist, because a checklist, if you write down all of these things that are happening and coming in so quickly, you will feel that recognition and reward, and you will feel victory and success because you will be able to prioritize which ones take precedence at this time, because there's a lot of things shifting. There's a lot of things in movement here for you. Let's find out with the Tower and the Page of Swords. I think that there is a message that's coming through that brings clarity, and then you start to understand and realize how maybe there's some shifts and adjustments that you need to make as you go through this huge, through a life change. Number 21 is the World. It's the end of this cycle for you. So this big change is going to really provide you with a much more solid foundation, or the ability to accept opportunities that will provide you with that solid foundation. The wheel and the cycles are changing in your life, and now things are coming full circle. It's time for you to see that there's growth and success in everything that you've been doing up to this point, even though sometimes it doesn't feel that way. All of it has a connectivity to it, and this is the week where you're starting to see that flow of energy. You're starting to understand why maybe certain things have happened or come out the way that they have. The World card is the end of that chapter. It's the end of that journey. And I do believe that whatever confusing parts are happening during the course of this week because of the high impact of energy, I truly believe that that's a cycle in your life that you are going to be able to close out. You're no longer going to feel overwhelmed. Let's get the last three cards, and then we're going to get into your angel messages. We've got one there, two, and one more. Thank you. Beautiful. All right, Justice. Look at that. Karmic energy. Karma is paying you a visit because of all the good deeds, all the good things that you have done in your life. The changes and shifts that are happening. For some of you, that could be job changes. It could be relationship changes, but it is for your betterment. And if it's something that's been kind of holding you back, this is going to be the week where you get closure. It's no longer going to be overwhelming, and you will be able to make decisive decisions on the next phase of your life. Number 11, Justice, is Libran energy. It's bringing balance. It's restoring balance. It's about fairness. It is about, for some of you, maybe it is legalities. There's been a big disruptive change in your life and you've been waiting for a breakthrough. Well, the breakthrough comes with justice, restoring that balance in your life. The Knight of Coins. This is a very, very grounded knight. He's a slow-moving knight. He doesn't move fast at all. And that's okay. There's no gender with these cards. Planting the seeds for success because you want stability, and this is exactly what's happening. I feel like the Tower is a moment of change, something that you're rebuilding something in your life, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new home, whether it's a new relationship, or even an existing relationship. You're building something stronger. This time, you're not building it quick. You're not building it, with just passion. You're actually putting some thought into it because this is something you want to build strong for your long term, and you're planting the right seeds with that Knight of Coins. You're going to see that by nurturing the seeds of this card, of this opportunity, is going to bring you long-term justice and fairness and agreements or contracts. If there is an agreement or a contract, I think it's something that's going to actually benefit you long term. I feel like there's maybe even more like a retirement package. I don't know. That's for some of you. Again, you're on the receiving end of something. So there is certainly, you're receiving some sort of something. I think you've been waiting a long time for some sort of a result or a verdict of some sort. And I think you've had to outsource and put out a lot of money, but that money is coming back to you. Again, we're seeing balance with the Six of Coins. So balance in between this energy, something you've been waiting a long time for. Be open to receive because there is something certainly financial. I believe it is financial coming your way. And with the Justice and the Knight of Coins, we've got number 20, the Judgment. This is ruled by Pluto. Actually, let me double check that. Yeah, no, it's ruled by Pluto. So with that being said, this is about changes, right? So there's changes happening. There's a lot of wisdom in this card. You know, the owl is in the tree here, and you know, you are almost, it's like a rebirth. It's like a renewal. And I feel like that's exactly what's happening, especially with the tower being in the middle of your reading. You are really feeling like you are stepping forth on a new journey. And this new journey is building a much more solid foundation for you. And although it can be overwhelming because maybe there's some of you that are starting fresh again, maybe you are starting again, but there is certainly something that is in your favor here. It's a better agreement or partnership here. This is a victory and success for you. Knight of Coins and the 6 of Coins. There we go. And then you got the Ace of Wands again. You got the Ace of Wands twice in your reading. Beautiful energies again for you this week, Leo. All the fire signs incredibly in sync for sure. This is all about that new opportunity. We saw it here flying in for you. There is definitely something. If it is a new contract or you are revising some sort of contract or an agreement, there is certainly more money coming your way. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like this opportunity is something that is bringing you a whole fresh start and a much more solid foundation. So excellent cards this week. Leo, let's get your angel messages. Let's find out what the angels would like to share with you. That just all clumped out. So we're going to get a couple more here. One more would be great for the beautiful sign Leo. There we go. We've got the night moon. It's the shadow work. Shadow work is about doing internal work. And I think that, you know, what it is it's you're working on the things in your life that have caused some fears and insecurities. And I think you're actually doing a lot of internal work on yourself. And if you continue to do so, I think that you're going to see that this new fresh start that's coming in helps release any of those fears. So I think the shadow work is something that's really important. It's something sometimes that we do behind the scenes. You know, it's something that we do. It's like you're working on your inner resources. You're building up that strong. And I feel like that has a lot to do with that 4 of Swords. You're building yourself up stronger than ever because there's a lot going on, Leo, but a lot of really fantastic, a really good, fantastic starting point for you here. And then you've got the take a risk. So it is time for you to take a risk. Moonflower. Sometimes in life we have to take a risk. But if you do the shadow work first and release yourself from whatever fears you most, you know, it's the fear of the unknown. We don't know, right? We don't know what's going to happen. I think you'll feel much stronger when you're put in a position maybe to take a little bit of a risk. It can be a calculated risk. You can really weigh out the options. You know, weigh out the options, choose wisely, and then take a leap. Excellent. Let's get some cosmic oracle messages to further the understanding of the reading. See if there's anything else. I feel like there's 2 more. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're going to start with this one here. All right, and it is, you could use some self-care time like now, so schedule it in. And that's that 4 of Swords. That is the shadow work. I believe that it is time for you to really schedule in some self-care for yourself. It will really help to build you strong, right? And we all need that every once in a while. They're also letting you know, your angels, that you have the power to create the life you love. So you need to remember that you actually have a very much the power to do that. But maybe you need to be reminded by taking some time out for some self-care. Because once you do that, you're going to feel that sense of power within you. And then the other words of wisdom here is stop caring about what they think. This is your life to love and live. So stop worrying about what others think. Because again, you are in control of your life. This is your life to live and enjoy it and live it to the fullest. Take a little bit of a leap, because I think that leap is what is bringing some new exciting adventures your way. And you've got the sun following you right here in your current energies. So you can't deny the fact that this sun is brighter than ever. And I think this week you might even be feeling a little bit lighter in your energy. Things are lifting for you. Things are changing for you because it's time for a whole reset, new renewal for you, Leo. All right, we're going to close out your reading now with your angel message. Now let's just take a look here. We've got aces. Aces are a very important part of your path, and I believe that you did get some sixes as well. So very important there as well. And it says, take charge, right? You have the power to create the life that you love. Remember that, okay? And you remember that through number 3232. So let's see, it says take charge. It says empowerment, initiative, leadership, self-determination, boldness, and improvement. It says take control of your life and steer it towards your desired outcomes. Embrace the shortness of life by pursuing actions that enhance your well-being and contribute to personal growth. What areas of my life do I need to take more control over? How can I make proactive changes to improve my situation? You need to identify one area in your life where you have been passive and take immediate steps to assert control and make improvements. Set clear goals and take deliberate actions towards achieving them. So some little words of wisdom from your angels. So number 3232. And you know, if you look at that, when you add those together, that's 5 and 5. So I did say 5s for some reason when I was pre-shuffling. 5, 5, 5, 5 did come out. So that could be also your life path as well. But let's keep 3232 as a reminder of synchronicities for your angel number this week as well. Thank you, Leo, for joining me. I certainly hope you enjoyed your reading. Thanks once again for all of your love and support. And until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.